Hi, Sagittarius. What's going on? Oh my God, it's so much drama. It's so much drama. It's just gonna be like fun, but drama, but fun, super fun. But like the kind of fun where you know, like, what am I doing? What, you know, that you've been like bored and waiting, like you keep saying it's gonna be super lit. Where's the lit? Just wait. Here it is. May, welcome. You're lit, super lit. But it's problematic. You know, if you're on the back of a motorcycle going 120 high when you should be, you know, at work, or if you're in bed with somebody's significant other, or if, you know, there's just so many things that could be happening. Yes, it's super fun and it's the kind of fun you love. But you may have to rein it in a little. Okay. Queen of Swords, the Devil, and the Eight of Cups. You guys are really definitely getting into some debauchery, is the way that I would put it. It's funny to me that the cards are so obvious. It's like you're gonna have this great experience, right? Probably with an air sign, but it could definitely also be a Cancer. Here, let me show you these cards. 10 of Pentacles and the Chariot. But this here is something that's super, super fun. You know, you feel what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You are keenly aware of how fun it is. And then having to perhaps leave it towards the end of the month because it's run its course. And the quicker it burns, the faster it burns. Okay, so bottom of the deck is High Priestess, Justice, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yes, please, let's pick up all three of those arcana. So towards the end of the month, feeling very, very spiritual, pulling back some. But this Libra energy, whether it's someone that you're dealing with or it's the way you feel right now, this Libra energy is really necessary for you. There's an overhaul that you need. And Libras can be such perfectionists. They know how to do the overhaul. They're masters at the makeover. And you may need a bit of a Jupiter is now just chilling in my sign makeover. Like, it's been a minute. You're used to the abundance. You're used to the good luck. Welcome. It's so fun. And now, isn't it Alan Watts that says that if you could dream any dream and have anything you want, after a while of dreaming any dream and getting whatever you want, whenever you want, you would start to hit the button that says surprise. Because when you can have anything and everything exactly the way that you want it, the thing that you want most is to be surprised, is to be a bit reckless, is to be taken on a ride where you get so taken in by your own story that you're telling that you get lost in it. And every surprise is thrilling and every moment is, you know, you feel so alive and you're like, yes, yes. So what's the catch? What's the catch? The catch is that stuff like that usually doesn't, you know, isn't around for the long haul. Now, if you have, especially if you're dealing with an air sign, because air signs are notoriously flaky right now. Oh gosh, all three of them. Especially if it's this Libra here, oh man, vacillating. So you're not only playing the game that Sag plays of, do I like you? I'm not sure. Do I not like you? I'm not sure. Today I'm feeling like it could work if I definitely wanted it to, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Now people are playing that game with you. And I think it inspires quite some soul searching within you. Okay, so what I was saying was, I think you come out of this month, no matter how fast you were going on that motorcycle, you come out of the month going, oh boy, I'm glad I had that experience, but damn, I need to get my life together. You know, here you can do the sauna and like really heat it on the Danish coast. You can do the sauna and get really, really hot and then jump in the cold water, and then do the hot and then jump in the cold water. And it just, you know, invigorates you, and your vascular system is just, it's going, it's so healthy, you know. The Russians do winter bathing, sauna, and then jumping in the cold water. Wonderful, wonderful. This is your sauna, cold water sauna moment. Towards the beginning of the month, it's a lot of sauna. It's hot. It's very hot. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, that might be somebody that you're walking away from. Someone who's being replaced, it looks like. Also, the devil there is about those Saturn and Pluto placements. You may be shirking your duties and really just letting the Saturnian stuff go a little bit, so you can have some fun. So there's a lot of like loosening up of bonds that you really like. You know, Sagittarian likes a little bit to do the, you know, the slightly questionable thing. There's a lot of charm in it, you know? So very charming, very hot, super reckless towards the beginning of the month. And then towards the end of the month, you're like, okay, you know what? I need to reassess. Like, what exactly am I doing with my life? And why? Okay, I know why I did it, but why did I do it? And what's going on with me? And what do I need to do here? You know, do I need to be like, if this person walks away from you, you're left thinking, or if this situation, this opportunity walks away from you, you're left thinking, oh, I should have done this more and more and more. Or if it's you that leaves this situation, you're thinking, I need to be looking for a different sort of person. I'm looking in the wrong areas. Either way, you come out of May knowing a little something more about what you're like when you have a little money in your pocket, a little luck in your pocket, let's say. You know, you think you like all the designers when you can't afford to buy them, and then you can afford to buy them and you realize half of them don't fit well. And you're like, this sucks. I like the $5 Dominican store pants though, because they really fit. You know, this sucks. It happens like that sometimes. So you may, I'm not equating anyone to any particular piece of clothing. I apologize if that's how it seems. It's not my intention. I'm just saying sometimes you think that abundance is going to find you a better fit when really it was never about that. Ooh, chills. Okay, let's look at them. No? Happy Taurus season. Happy spring. We got here. It's just going to get better. About the reckless time, if I were you, I would do it. But I'm a Gemini. So just, you know, realize where my advice is coming from. Because now we're just like, between you and me, I would take it. I would do it just to do it, because it looks really fun. And also it gives you such insight in what you want for real. And it's not that this thing won't turn into something real. It's just that if you want this thing to turn into something real, you have to jump on it, because it doesn't look like something that's going to wait for you. The chariot is, you know, ever moving. So if you want it to be more than just a reckless fling, and you like that speed and you want to keep that speed with someone, and you want to just live that, you know, really exciting life, that's someone you got to lock down. Or else towards the end of the month, you're going to be hearing some pretty harsh truths about your non-committal nature. Okays? Yeah. And then the extended, we'll look at this Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands business. Some good offers that start small and end up being really big. There's all kinds of opportunity. It's not just about couplehood and about love, but it is a huge focus this month. So, okay. Oh, geez, I love you. See you in a second. Hi, Sagittarius. Okay, I am so sorry that it is so late, but I have to say that the more I listen back to the reading, the part that was done in Denmark, welcome, we're in New York at the moment, the more I listen to it and go over it, the more I realize that your reading really is about the beginning of May. So Taurus season has, in fact, up until this point, been pretty steady. But now, right as the advent of May comes upon us, you start to have some pretty strong emotional events happening. The Queen of Swords is an air sign, or it's someone who's making you think differently, or someone who has quite some sway over the way you think right now. Your mind is on it a lot, okay? The Devil here, we have those very strong placements in Capricorn right now. In fact, when I was doing today's daily horoscope for Twitter and Instagram, I realized that so much of the dips that we're having during the day, emotional dips where we're pugnacious and just want to fight, it has to do with this energy of Saturn sitting in Capricorn, Pluto sitting in Capricorn, and really there's no give. And when there's no give, certain signs react badly. So part of this escapism, whether it's you're thinking about this air sign, you're thinking about the Capricorn, you're trying to get away from an emotional situation that you know is bad for you, part of the appeal of that escapism is this placement you have, right? That everyone has. This pressure that's sitting there, and it's just relentless. And so Sag finds a way to deal with itself. Sag finds a way to transmute and keep that fire moving. Sag has to move the fire, right? So even if it's not in the most productive direction, that arrow is being shot because there's too much pressure otherwise, and you feel that, I'm gonna crack. Gotta do something. And so begins this sweep of the beginning of May. Now, when we get to the second week of May, you're feeling like you could be making some pretty hefty decisions, commitment decisions. And you can also see where you don't want to and why. The way you react to others this month shows you a lot about yourself. And I think towards the end of the month, there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. There's a Cancer in your life that wants answers to your behavior. And this person has been sitting back and kind of, just watching you do what you do. And I think they have a lot to say to you. I think they want to read you your life. I'm just going to be honest. This Libra here, if we're still dealing with this air sign, this Libra also wants to read you your life. But you have to understand that both of these cardinal energies, look at this, all three of these cardinal energies, in fact, if we're going to include the pressure Saturn exerts, here we also have the South Node and the North Node, right? In fact, all of this cardinal pressure is quite positive. And although you may feel the emotional roller coaster of May creeping up on you just now, give it a few more days, ultimately you must realize that the criticism, the questions, the needing to take responsibility, the needing to pull yourself out of escapism and look for something real, it is all to your benefit. So no matter how abrasive people are with you about this, you must realize that they mean well and they're trying to give you a deeper perspective on yourself. So no matter how it comes across, you have to be grateful for it. There's that gratitude thing again. All right, in the extended, we're going to take a look at this earth sign energy, which may in fact be you, because we do call this the fuckboy card. You have to always enter, I do this in the Gemini videos a lot. You have to, in the Gemini video, the way I put it is, the person throwing banana peels on your path may be you. You have to account for the fact that it might be you that stands in your way more than anyone. And so if you have these tendencies, oh boy, do they get brought to the surface. And you may have some people really wanting to stay away from you because your communication has made them think that you're not serious. There's a lot that Sag learns this month about, you know, more luck, more problems, more exposure, more Jupiterian expansion, more insight and criticism people will have into your behavior. And remember, all of it is good for you, because ultimately, like everything else, Sag will find a way to turn it into a learning experience which will benefit them in the long term, in the abstract, in their realm. So good luck is here. But you will have to hear some harsh truths, and they will demand of you honest answers. Now, if there's any poignant advice I can give you here, it would just be that when you are asked these tough questions, don't come from a place of pride or trying to defend yourself. The people closest to you, if they're criticizing you, they have good reason. Nobody wants to pick a fight with a Sagittarian. So if they're doing it, they have good reason. And if you're going to them and saying, I wonder why this and I wonder why that, and they decide to just redo your life because they're tired of the question, also you can't be mad at them. Because ultimately, all of it ultimately is data you can crunch to become better, stronger, luckier, more successful. And all of those things towards the end of the month are assured. So don't get bogged down at the beginning thinking, oh God, what is this? What's happening? It's nuts. Yes, at the moment. But it's really good. All right. All right, fam, let's do the extended. I'll see you on Vimeo or via PayPal right now.